Hello, this is Chilembo here. I guess one of the domains of finding my secret of happiness is in my ability to embrace and adapt to difficult circumstances in my life, especially those arising from events I have no direct control over. So, as I rise again after a financial ruin that took me to the ground for many years, I find myself doing a job that's the lowest paying I've ever done in Norway. At best, the job pays me about a sixth of the average I used to make in my heydays in a 10-year period from about 1998 to 2008. But that's how it is. The job has afforded me a wonderful place for inspirations with regard to my creativity, and I have the most wonderful colleagues, and the job gives me also the opportunity to meet a lot of people of all ages. I recently connected with the youngest of visitors to the place, a 10 days old infant. It was a wonderful and touching experience, and so in that regard, and especially in connection with poetry, this place here, it just gives me this satisfaction, that cannot be measured in monetary value. It happened that I don't know, maybe a week ago, I was surprised by a gift from a little girl, 8 years old, named Trina. She gave me a drawing that she had made herself, and at first sight, what I saw of the drawing was the clouds, but she had written and told me, read the title of the piece, and that was Shapes of Light. And there and then an inspiration of a poem having to do with the shapes of light came, and I mentioned it to the little girl, that in expressing my gratitude, that look, man, I am going to write a poem about this. Thank you very much. And a few more days after this surprise gift, I get into one of the rooms at the workplace, which has a multimedia display, of these different shapes rotating, and with strobe lights, and all that, giving the different light shapes and patterns, on the wall. And just by the moment I just walked in here, the poem Shapes of Light just began to play itself, in my head. So in that regard, until further notice, it's great, working at this place, and then we see, how things will end up when it comes to, financial rewards, so far so good, but certainly things could be better. And I need to emphasize that this is not only me. It's a standard, in the Norwegian salary scale, for the lowest paid jobs, but I'm not a trade unionist, and so I don't know, how these things work. But I mean, the level of pay that the lowest paid people in Norway get in 2022 is ridiculously low compared, if you compare what I earned as a student here 30, 33, 34 years ago. But that's another issue. Today, I'm going to read for you this new piece of poetry inspired by the little girl who gave me a drawing that she called Shapes of Light, or Lysets former in Norwegian. Shapes of light. I love you for the shapes of light being in your presence. Play with my head. I can't stop dreaming of you. Awake, I can't hermitize you to devour you whole. For the shapes of your light break all barriers, heal sore eyes, light up the darkest recesses of a blind one's world. How could I ever live without you? Could I consume your love to extinction? Soon, people will live without people. Nuclear war consumed people to extinction. In constant motion, shapes of your light soothe my soul, accompany me to sleep. Shapes of your light dazzle me in my dreams. Awake when I'm happy, I spread joy all around me. No one knows that is the workings of shapes of your light when they think I am but a reckless buffoon, attention-seeking addict. When I replay the ecstasy, shapes of your light implant in my being. Awake each and every new day, I am happier than I was the day before, cause shapes of your light from dreams of last night compound with ever new shapes of your light of a new day. The colors dance, so I see rainbows ruptured, captured in silent stellar storms. I reach out, I lift off into the storm. Shapes of your light entangle me, dance all over me. In just delight, words can't highlight. When I'm happy, spreading joy all around me, observers wonder how it is that I can be so happy all the time. I want to tell them it's not me, it's the shapes of your light at play. You infuse me with euphoria. Observers catch comedic fever, close their eyes, laugh their hearts out. They'll never see how I see you, my love, how shapes of your light present you to me, my love, my heaven. I need not die first to access. I see eternal life in movements of shapes of your light in love.